Karen Feehan, my neighbor and friend and babysitter and lover, whoop, bleep that. She texts and goes, hey, I got gigs. My dog walker's not around. Can you walk the dog? Which I've been fearing.
Ooh, that was coming. Well, you know, what's good for the goose is good for the anal because she's been watching your dog for a while.
Exactly. And you can't be like, nah, I don't think so. That's the thing about favors.
That's true. It's like the mob.
People do you favors. Now it comes around, and now I gotta, decorate Sonny's face. It doesn't look like he was shot.
And you're not a dog chap.
Well, I do like dogs. I'm terrified of strange dogs when they're like, arr, arr,
Yeah,
arr,
same.
The biting. But when I get to know a dog, I like the dog. Like
Okay.
people. I'm similar to people.
All right.
You know when you meet someone, they're like, you're going to be working with this guy, and you're like, I don't like his face.
Yeah, well, you and a dog, you both chew, you both, eat horrible things.
Yeah, we don't clean our buttholes all that well, and
Yeah, you'll lick a butthole.
I'd like to lick my balls. I just can't quite reach them.
I can do it. I got the real Stretch Armstrong.
Oh, my balls are 18 feet long, but I don't have the flexibility. My tongue is short.
Short tongue, like a pug.
Yeah, exactly. The pug life.
Drugs, not pugs.
So she's got you've met the dog before. You did the podcast. 80-pound black lab German Shepherd mix.
Oh, black. I'm out.
Mabel. And this is a big old dog, and it's like one of those. It's not a little Yorkie homo dog. This is like a alpha dog.
Well, it's Karen, so it's got to be able to.
Well, and they take on the personality of the owner, so it's some of the Karen. It's
yes,
like
feisty.
It's very cute, and you walk, and it goes, and you're like, Jesus Christ.
Does it have an OnlyFans?
And it's pretty good at comedy. So the dog, I go, okay, I guess I got to go walk the dog.
Sure.
And I have a child, so the whole day is the baby. He shits, he cries, he walks, he crawls, he falls. You got to put him down, you got to put him up, you got to feed him.
Right.
And it's
You could put the dog down.
It's a lot of stuff, and then you got the emails and the podcast. So then the baby goes down. You're like, woo!
Yes.
Let me put my feet up, watch a little hockey, and call it a life. And then you get the, you mind walking my dog?
Any extra thing in your life, because you have it all worked out, and you finally get a moment, and then it's filled up with horse shit.
So I'm scared to death. But the one thing is, you're like, I could go sniff the panties. I could have my field day in that house.
That's a good point.
I know she's gone.
Yeah.
I'm going over there.
Jizz in a wigwam. Put it back in the drawer.
Dogs can't talk.
That's true.
I could take a pair of panties, leave a pair of panties, wear a pair of panties.
It's like a penny. Take a penny.
I can do whatever I want in there.
Yeah, this is gold.
Yeah, and I wrote, this will give me a good opportunity to take some of your panties, and she wrote back, correct.
Whoa, that's consent.
I got a ticket to take some panties, but then it's a whole rigmarole. You got a wife, and
bros before pantyhose.
it feels like a crime, sort of,
Sure.
and the dog will bite my foot off, so I go over there, and I'm stressed out because I like dogs, and I've played with the dog many times. You throw it the ball. It's one of those dogs that catches the ball and then lets it go, which I've only experienced 1 out of 10 dogs that does that.
Yeah, that's a dud.
Most dogs, they just hold on to the ball.
Right.
What's going on there?
Wait, he picks it up and then drops it?
He lets it go for you. He catches it and then brings it back and lets it go. But every dog I've ever experienced... Oh, this is a big fart, I think. Hold on.
I don't know if you should do that.
He's got
Why?
pants on.
No good?
He's got panties on.
Borrowed studio? So sorry.
That's what these are for.
I'm so sorry.
The muff.
Microphone, $7,000.
Oh, this is part of our show. Sorry.
Oh.
We do this on the show. You do it on the show in the same studio.
That's true. I never got up and at him, though, like that. You went full walkie-talkie.
I'm at Ace Ventura. But you
Yeah.
take the mic out and shove it right in your ass.
Yeah.
No, there's a
yeah.
viral clip of you doing it with Nate.
Well, after hours. I don't do it in the broad daylight. She's
It's dark
watching.
out. Look at these are windows.
Yeah.
It's pitch black.
Looks like Karen's dog. But can I just say, I farted on the David Cross pod, and he walked out on me. He went, whoop, woo, out the door.
No kidding. Was it a particularly bad fart?
Nah, it was a classic. It was like a mid-range one of these, and he was like, "Oh, what the hell, Bob?" He walked out the door.
He left, so he missed the show. Missed the show.
Oh, I see.
Chuck, you shamed me. We hired you to work. You're supposed to support us. You're supposed to be the backbone of the show. You're supposed to help us, and you shamed me. I feel like now.
I tried to stop you, though. I said it before you did it.
You said I wouldn't do that, so now I feel like an ass. I feel like a jerk.
You're fine.
I'll blow it off. I'll brush it off.
Yeah,
What's the big deal?
I'm gonna jizz on this thing later, make you feel better.
You farting the mics?
I never got up on it.
We're paying for the, we're not, it's free, but no, you fart on those microphones. I've seen it.
Paying for these meals. Yeah, well, they're fine.
We'll edit it out.
Come to think of it,
doesn't matter. I guess the damage is done.
Yeah, the particles are on the foam.
Anyways, so it's not just a walk in the. You're nervous with the dog because what if the dog gets loose and runs away, and then you got to call your friend and be like, your dog is gone.
Also, didn't her dog kill a
Yeah,
kid? Oh, sorry. Well, it's a New York abortion.
The dog did allegedly. No,
I think
it didn't.
took Jay Leno's eye out. You see that photo?
Woo.
Jeez, I fell down a hill. That's a weird hill to die on.
That was ugly. No, her dog never did anything wrong, as far as anybody knows.
Scratch that from the record.
Yeah, that's privy information. But so the dog's scary. I'm going for the walk, and I'm scared it's gonna get away, get loose, and I just have an image of it ripping my arm out of the socket, and then she's running down the street with a linky arm.
You're flying, you're in midair.
But I got there, and I splashed water in my face, and I'm like, you piece.
Yes.
She's 4'6", 101 pounds, whatever. She has the dog. She walks the dog.
Good point.
What are you doing? And so I really tucked myself up there, opened the door, and I put the leash right out. Because if you show any, excuse me.
Yes. It's like a black crowd.
Exactly. You
can't show
gotta
fear.
put that leash right on him and tighten it.
Exactly, my point.
I got the leash on there, went out, and boy, I gotta tell you, I'm a full dog guy now.
Hey, look at that. You transitioned.
All dogs go to heaven. I mean, we went out.
Not the gay ones.
A couple times she barked, and I just pulled on that thing. I said, hey,
whoa.
because you got to alpha these dogs.
Easy. You're like Caesar, the dog whisperer.
I said, Mabel, get over here. And then she goes, wow. And then she pissed on my face, and we really had, it was nighttime. It was beautiful. I live right on the water now, of course, and it felt so good because you're getting some air, and you're taking care of the dog, and then you're doing a favor for your friend. I felt meaning in my life for the first time, Jerry.
Good for you. Not the child, not the marriage, not the comedy. But that dog walk really moved you.
The dog walk was something. Because a kid, anyone can raise a kid, but who can walk a dog for 12 minutes?
That's true, except for a dog walker who has 9 dogs at once. But still,
Good point.
you got something there, Fatty.
But it was fun, and then you get that dog back in the house, you get the leash off, you smell the panties, you lock that door, and you go, woo, and you feel like $100.
Yeah, well, they say do something every day that scares you. And I think that was a little scary. No, it's unknown. How's this going to go? Is a dog going to bite me? Is it going to in my mouth? Whatever it is. And that worked out.
It was a little scary, it was a little different, and I felt like $1 million, and I came through big,
Yeah, my lady's always like, she handles the cat. She's got the cat. I observe the cat. I get all the fruits of the labor, whatever you call it. And she'll go, every now and then she'll go, can you put the cat in the carrier and bring it to this lady's house so she can watch it? And getting that thing in a carrier is like trying to get an NBA player into an Asian woman. I mean, it is tough. I'm like, you pick it up and the cat does like the 4 legs out, and it's covering the perimeter, and it won't go in.
Right.
It's brutal, but you gotta show it who's boss and punch it.
Yeah, you got to alpha the cat.
Yeah, like a little Chris Brown, and kick it in the face, and then shove it right in that bag and zip it up, and the cat goes, oh!